In the 1800s, when the Christian missionaries arrived in what is now Nigeria, Badagry first received them. The missionaries brought with them Christianity, Western education, and new forms of social development. And so, the coastal community became known as a town of firsts. It was from here the missionaries celebrated Nigeria's first Christmas, built the first formal Western school, and completed the country's first story building in 1845. The structures left behind still stand as the earliest signs of development for Badagry. But for some communities separated by the sea, that progress never made it by boat to them. Across the waters are dozens of isolated riverine communities. To reach Dadilumi, passengers board a boat at the jetty for 500 naira. Here, even underage children ferry passengers across the waterways. A sign at the jetty advises passengers to ask for a life jacket before boarding. Yet, as is common for many commuters, we start our journey without one. It takes about 10 minutes to get to the community. Residents of Dadilumi trace the origin of the community to a Portuguese lawyer named Lois, who, according to local accounts, was granted the land by the traditional ruler of the time.
That's why he occupied all this place. That is Louis. Daddy Louis is the header, the oldest man. That's why Daddy Louis. Louis. Supposed to be Louis. Yoruba call him Louis.
Dadilumi is a close-knit community. Everyone here knows everyone. They have to. They depend on one another for support. Help from outside is a boat ride too far. The only school in the community, Azuma International School, closed its doors to children living within the community. The school had been run by 3 teachers, but the daily 3,000 naira cost of transportation to the community forced the teachers to close down the school.
Ìkan tó wá gba ibi tó ní òun máa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ nílé gbogbo kálukú àwọn ọmọlé àwọn jẹ́lé òsinmi gbogbo onígbẹ́ gbogbo wọn kó wọn síbẹ̀ oníkálukú inú ẹ̀ ń dùn pé àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké wọ́n lọ léèwé ìgbà tó yá tíṣà ní owó ọkọ̀ ti pọ̀ jù wọ́n lè máa san owó yẹn bá tún ní kí àwọn òbí kan sanwó á ní ìwé wo làwọn ọmọ ń kà ó dá tíṣà tó ń bọ̀ láti Ìwóró lọ́hùn-ún ó kó tíṣà mẹ́ta wá àwọn san àwọn èèyàn kankan 500 náà lọ 500 bóyá àwọn tíṣà mẹ́ta wọ́n máa san 3,000 léèdè ìyẹn ló sọ pé òun ò ṣe léèwé mẹ́rin tó bá nídìí láti kọ́ ọmọ wá sí ìsọdá lọ́hùn kó máa kó wá.
You know the danger of carrying all these young, small kids to be crossing water. At times, by the time they enter the boat, all these apapa, all those what is called speed boat, they will just go and they won't slow down. They just go. We just beg God and pray that everything.
How much do they pay to go?
It depends on every parent. You have to understand me, because by the time we calculate feeding and we what is it called, to and fro or canoe, at times we spend more than 1,000, maybe 1,500 or so.
In spite of Badagry boasting of many firsts, stories of loss and pain abound, owing to an almost absence of government presence, as the members of the community lament the lack of basic infrastructure.
Ìwọ tó bá síkì tó bá tètè múra kí fámìlì ẹ lọ́pọ̀ dúdú àbí kò tètè pèèyàn ó di gòbé nìyẹn. Ìwọ tí inú ọmọ ń ṣiyẹ́ tí ó tètè jẹ́ ojú woro kò tètè bẹ́sẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè odò tó bá lágbára àti ibi fún ẹ báyẹ̀ tún lágbára míì wọn náà nọ̀ṣọ́ operation àbọ̀dẹ̀ ń bẹ lọ́hùn kọ́ lọ́hùn má jẹ́ àrí má jẹ́ agbógun àsáré pè lóòru sọ́kadà sí mọ́tò àfiwọ́ tó bá lọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀ special tó bá lọ gbìyànjú kan ní see by this time àwọn ò lọ síbi kan dà kí la fẹ́ ṣe.
If you get any problem here, it's either you run to the other houses to give you a boat or whatever to cross to the other side. Sometimes when you are going on the way, you lose the very person. It happened to my own dad. He was getting sick and they want to cross him over to the other town. Before then we get boat and cross, was giving up at the road.
Tí bá rìn iṣan ìdí a máa fà tí ìdí iṣan yẹn ṣáà máa gbóhùn tí bá rìn lọ pé kí iṣan kó máa ṣe ká kẹ mi ò kọ bí ara sí àwọn gbà ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dìjí ẹsẹ̀ yẹn ṣáà ń wọ́rìn mi ṣá ìgbà yẹn mo wá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lọ sí general complain wọ́n ṣáà ṣe lọ ṣe bọ̀ wọ́n ní wàhálà tó lù ẹ́ ti ṣe láti ìgbà kan ọmọ bíbí òun ló bóyá kẹsẹ̀ síbẹ̀ bóyá aṣáṣe ìgbà tó yá nípa sùn bá ní ìtì ẹ̀ wá lọ sí èdè kan mọ́. ìgbà tí mo ti para general yẹn tó ti sú mi àìmọye ṣáà ń pe àwọn dókítà tó wá ń ṣe kíní pólú ẹ̀ nílé ìgbà tí mo ti àti ná ti sú mi àti ra tábìlẹ̀tì àìmọye tábìlẹ̀tì gbogbo aláà tílẹ̀ síbẹ̀ kò sí ìtó gbẹ̀yìn inú gbogbo ìtọ́jú ẹ̀ ò sì ṣe kíní báyà agbẹjẹ o mo ń ra oògùn mi pé tí bàbá lọ ra oògùn mi à ń ra oògùn bíi 40-50 mi ò ra oògùn yẹn bíi 30-20 ló kéré jù.
It was not always like this. About 10 years ago, the government built a hospital at the edge of the community, and medical care was just a walk away. Now, it's a trip across the waters.
Hospital ni ẹ bá débẹ̀ sìn gbogbo ẹ ti já kò sí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ajá gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹran gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ màálùú gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ abilà gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ àrí kò sí nọ́ọ̀sì kò sí nǹkan kan.
mo ti lọ sí hospital nísìnyí bíi last year mo ti lọ sí hospital gbẹ̀yìn nígbà tí ṣé ń wò mí àti ìrìn yìí náà ni kí tó sọ pé mo rìn láti gbàtẹ́ tó pé tí ó bá ṣe pé olú ẹ̀ rí mọ́tò ń sìn pé bólú ẹ̀ bá ti lọ sí irú èyí tí ń sábà rí ọkọ̀ tó máa gbé lọ sọ́dà mi lè sọ pé mo lè gun ọ̀kadà báyìí ní àfi tí bá rí mọ́tò tó lè máa gbéyàn lọ ká máa gbéyàn bọ̀ tó lè máa fi bọ̀ wá sílé ohun tó fà á nìyẹn tó fi stop ẹ̀ o.
The journey from Dadilumi to Orocheti takes about 10 minutes. From there, it takes another 30-minute drive to Badagry General Hospital. In all, residents spend about 40 minutes just to reach the hospital, a facility understaffed and overstretched.
The reality is that Badagry General Hospital is serving a large population. In fact, from my 2 down to this place, this is the only general hospital available. People travel long distances from places like Okafor, Muo, Aradagu, and the villages in the hinterland. They travel for long hours to get to this place. Our general outpatient clinic is overwhelming. We are not really able to cope easily. So there will be need to have other clinics nearer to them in their places to attend to them.
Sometimes ago, I have to engage the Commissioner for Health that this is what is happening in my area. So what the Commissioner put in place is coastal line, a mobile boat clinic that will be taking care of those people. So at a point, they are short of budget. So because it wasn't included in the budget, so what we have to do is just to go back and get money for them to start not only that community, all the coastal communities along the shore is what we are taking care of that. Okay, adequate healthcare service should be given to them. And don't forget, this area are the area of tourism because our beaches are on that axis. So we have no choice rather than to make sure that they have adequate care. This thing is happening as a matter of urgency. The money has been provided for the ministry just to kickstart all what they have to do on that axis.
Like most of the riverine communities, Dadilumi is blessed with a large expanse of land. and its access to the sea makes it a prime location for farming, or so it was.
You can see my engine there, and my farmland is under the other far coconut tree. In a normal circumstance, I'm supposed to dig my well, borehole, near close to my farmland, because of the bad water that we have. It was initially, formerly it wasn't like this. Immediately those Atlantic Shrimpers Company, they came here. So they do fish and crayfish farming. So they need to, according to the information, they bring water from that ocean water. It is that ocean water that they use in their, what is it called, fish pond, for their own farming. So we understand that in that process, in the process of bringing something, the water now penetrates, go inside the soil and start spoiling the water. So even formerly, there are some people that dig their, what is it called, well over there. Okay. When everybody discovered that the water is coming from there, spoiling, we are now it is now forcing us to be coming over here. You can see some people, nobody is, even that guy, one guy did his own sometime 3-4 months ago. He had to remove this thing and run down there. You understand? But we don't know. In the next few years, we don't know. Maybe all the waters, because even this one, if you put it in it is feels salty.
Every afternoon around 3 p.m., boats return to Dadilumi, carrying the children home from schools. Just as we left without life jackets, the children travel each day without their life jackets, and sometimes in overcrowded boats.
A máa ń gbé àwọn ọmọ dàdé ẹ̀wọ̀n, ìgbà míì a máa ń help wọn, ìgbà míì a máa ń gba ọ̀rẹ́ náà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Owó tá à ń gbà náà ò pé wọn, ṣùgbọ́n a kàn fi ń help wọn ni wá sí bíbá láti dàdé wá sí ìgboro. Some boats they get jackets, some boats they no get jackets. The jacket wey I get, e no go fit reach the students wey dey inside boats because the students too plenty.
The waterways that once carried missionaries, Christianity, and development into Badagry now carry residents in search of healthcare, education, and survival. For the people of Dadilumi, the question is no longer whether development reached Badagry, but why it never crossed the waters to them. Their hopes now lie within whatever community efforts they can muster among themselves just to keep their lives on this historic island alive. In Lagos for News Central, Francis Esenwa.